In sports today, the Raps lose, the Dolphins top the Bills, and Brian Murray speaks about his health. Here's Jordan Burton with the details.
Thanks, Earl. We start things off in the NBA. In a battle for top spot in the Eastern Conference, the Toronto Raptors hosted Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls last night at the ACC. Coming into this one, the Bulls were undefeated on the road and the Raps were undefeated at home, so something had to give. Up too early in the first, DeMar DeRozan cuts hard through the lane past Jimmy Butler, finishing above the rim with a two-handed jam. Halfway through the second, James Johnson brought the ACC to its feet once again with a monstrous one-handed slam, extending the Raps' lead to 8. But the Bulls came right back as Derrick Rose dished to Mike Dunleavy for the triple before Dunleavy inbounded a beautiful alley-oop pass for Jimmy Butler. Toronto would try to fight back in this one, but it wasn't enough as the Bulls edged the Raptors 100-93. Chicago's Pau Gasol finished with 27 points and 11 rebounds. Thursday Night Football was on full display last night when the Buffalo Bills traveled to Miami to take on the Dolphins. We picked things up in the third. With the Bills up 9-3, Ryan Tannehill found Brandon Gibson for the go-ahead touchdown, capping off a 9-play, 80-yard drive. Down 12-9, Bills kicker Dan Carpenter had a chance to tie things up from 47 yards out, but the kick went wide left. Tannehill threw for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns en route to a 22-9 Dolphins win. With the win, Miami is now in sole possession of second place in the AFC East. To the NHL now. In an interview last night with TSN, Ottawa Senators General Manager Brian Murray spoke for the first time regarding his health conditions. Murray revealed he had been diagnosed with cancer in a July 7th statement and had this to say in last night's interview. Murray was told by doctors he had colon cancer within his liver and lungs, and that if he had to get treatment right away. He was given indications that the cancer was present for 7 to 10 years, and because it was stage 4, it had moved through his body. Doctors told Murray there was no cure at this time. However, he will continue with chemotherapy treatments to hopefully reduce the tumor and its effects. Here at home, the Humber Hawks men's basketball team is set to take on its rival Sheridan tomorrow night. Here's Ryan Poirier with the story.
The Humber Hawks men's basketball team are off to a hot start at 6-0, but their toughest challenge may come this weekend against the rival Sheridan Bruins. They've won back-to-back OCAA championships. Head coach Sean Collins says the game should be action-packed for both the players and the fans.
It should be an exciting game with a live crowd and a full gym. It always makes for an exciting situation for our players, and our players always get very excited for this game. So I'm expecting a very good game tomorrow night.
You can catch all the action at the Humber Athletic Center with the women's game starting at 6 o'clock and the men playing at 8. Ryan Poirier, Humber News.
Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Marielle Torrefranca.
Jordan, it definitely feels nice to have some sun shining down on us today, but it's going to start looking like winter pretty soon. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. We're sitting at 2 degrees right now, feels like -3. Temperature will drop to -1 later tonight, feeling chillier at -6. Tomorrow it'll be mainly sunny and 3 degrees with a low of -3, but hold on tight for Sunday. We'll be having some scattered flurries. Temperature will be at 2 degrees and a low of -2. Of course, it's so fitting that we'll be seeing some snow on Sunday with the Santa Claus parade rolling into town. It's just enough to get you into the holiday spirit, isn't it? That's all for your 3-day forecast. Now back to you in the studio, Earl.
Thanks, Marielle. In a glowing tribute to Vincent van Gogh, a Dutch artist has created the world's first glow-in-the-dark bike path. Inspired by Van Gogh's Starry Nights, the kilometer-long path opened in the city of Eindhoven, Denmark yesterday. The path is lit by thousands of pebble-sized LED lights that twinkle with glow-in-the-dark technology. And finally, we leave you with the fluffy story of the day. Ever heard the expression, good things come in twos? That was certainly the case with these little furballs. These 1-month-old white tiger cubs were left outdoors for the first time on Thursday at a wildlife zoo in China. Their caretaker says the little guy who's trying to escape is the bulldozer twin. But all in all, both of them are timid tigers. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by the students in the journalism program here at the North Campus. I'm reporter Earl Abalahun. Have a great weekend.